Today we are going to discuss about, will AI replace business analyst? My honest opinion, I have 10 years of experience in IT industry and in fintech domain, BFSI domain. So, and also I am CBAP certified, CSPO certified, certified, and I have done the AI courses as well. So based on that, I would answer the question. So I know in this question, and let me acknowledge it, honestly before I answer it, because but there are multiple AI tools like ChatGPT writes BRD in 30 minutes, as I have already explained this one in previous videos, and legitimate. The question is real, and you deserve a real answer, not a reassuring one. Here's what I actually think after 10 years of watching this domain evolve. So will AI replace business analyst? This is the question. So my honest answer is no. AI will not replace business analyst, but and what I mean precisely, because both part of that answer are important. But this is the part that actually matters. It will replace half of what you currently do. So let me explain what I mean precisely, because both parts of that answer are important. AI will not, AI will not eliminate the business analyst role. The function of understanding business problems, translating them into system requirements, navigating stakeholders' complexity, and ensuring that technology solution actually solve the original business problem. The function requires human judgment, human relationship, and human context in ways that the actually AI currently cannot replicate. These things AI cannot do it. Okay. But AI will replace, and AI is already replacing the structural and template-based tasks that occupy a significant portion of many BA's working weeks. The document structuring, the first draft generations, the systematic checking, the formatting. These tasks are not the valuable part of the BA work. They are work. They are thrive in the AI era, are I would say not the ones who avoided AI and kept working the way they always had. They are the ones who recognized that the AI handles the structure and gave it the structural work, while concentrating their irreplaceable human intelligence on the work AI generally cannot do. The answer is not whether AI will replace business analysts. The correct question is which BAs will be replaced and which BAs will become more valuable than they have ever been in their careers. Both because of those outcomes are happening simultaneously right now. As I am speaking to you, some BAs are becoming significant more productive and more professionally valuable because AI handles their structural work and frees them to concentrate on domain thinking. Other BAs are being quietly deprioritized and deprioritized as organizations realizes that AI can produce their current output at a fraction of the cost, which determining by the choice you make about what kind of BA you build yourself into over the next 3 years. And that is the something entirely within your control. And I have completely different outcomes, and they are both happening simultaneously, and they are both happening simultaneously right now. So I would say BA task AI is already replacing right now. So as I have already mentioned that some of the BA parts are already replaced, and the AI tools are doing that. Okay, so let me be very specific about what AI is already replacing. I would say task one, as I have mentioned, structural document writing. So structural document writing, converting messy workshop notes into BRD format, and organizing content into standard sections, writing functional requirements in formal language from bullet points. This took so these are the tasks which are being done by AI. template based user story writing, so like generating a standard given when then stories for documented features, well defined workflows with clear inputs and outputs. AI produces solid first draft in 2 minutes, right? So here I have already mentioned that already replaced. Your value is in the domain review, not the structure, not the structure. Because if you want to go for structured document writing, template based user story writing, so AI is already doing that. Okay, so if I go ahead with meeting notes restructuring, so meeting notes restructuring is like into, so what I have written, meeting note restructuring, so converting raw meeting notes to a structured summarization with decisions and open questions. AI does this in 8 minutes. It used to take 45 minutes or more than 45 minutes. So as I have already mentioned, some of the parts which are already replaced by AI, and BA involvement is not there. So these are the things like structured document writing, template based user story writing, meeting in note restructuring, systematic gap analysis of complete requirement, entry level data, and a report interpretation. So these are the things which has already been replaced by AI. And BA involvement is there only to give the prompts and to receive the output, and you have to analyze those outputs. Okay, because you should not be relying on the output which has been produced by the AI, because if you rely on them, then what will happen that you information, AI is getting the information from the internet. Okay, but you have the domain knowledge, you have the system, you have the workflows, you have the rules and regulations, which you need to think that whatever the response you are getting from the AI is okay with the system or not. So that kind of role you have to play, you have to think about them. So I just want to say that you have to be so these are the things which are already been replaced by the AI. Moving on, the four things only a human expert BA can do. As in previous slide, I mentioned that things which are being replaced by AI, which are already replaced, and AI is taking care of them. Now, four things only a human expert BA can do. So what are the four things that you have to is that regulatory judgment in context, second stakeholder trust and relationship capital, fourth organizational politics navigations, and third organizational politics navigations, fourth domain expertise are quality filter. That why did I mention that regulatory judgment in context? So this cannot be replaced by AI, because here I mentioned that AI knows what the regulation says, right? AI knows what the regulation says, because that information is already been revealed on internet, but it does not know how your risk head interprets it, how your compliance team has historical applied it, or what the regulator emphasized in your last audit. And that contextual judgment is yours. Okay, so this is irreplaceable. This cannot be replaced by AI tools. Okay, any AI tools, because human interaction, human involvement is very much important. I have mentioned stakeholder trust and relationship capital. So why, this is the second one, the second thing AI cannot replace, which is stakeholder trust and relationship capital. So I mentioned it because the risk head who accepts your requirements. Okay, who accepts your requirements without pushback, because he trusts your judgment. The product manager who comes to you first when she has an idea. AI cannot build these relationship, only time and consistent quality can, right? So trust is human, right? Trust is human. Stakeholders are there, so who are trusting on humans, they should not be they will not trust on AI. AI. Now the I have mentioned that organizational politics navigation. So here I have mentioned something that knowing which requirement to introduce in which meeting, knowing which stakeholder needs to be feel ownership of an idea before it can move, knowing when a technical constraint is real versus a negotiating position. AI cannot read a room, right? AI cannot do this. AI cannot do this, even if because this is something where human interaction is very much important. Domain expertise as quality filter. So as I have given multiple examples related to that, why expertise is required. AI generates, AI generates requirements fast. Your domain knowledge is what determine whether those requirements are correct or not. Okay, compliant and generally useful. Without the quality filter, AI output is learning creates fast wrong documentations. Okay, so here these are the four points where I would say that human interaction is very much important, and these things cannot be replaced by AI tools, any AI tools. This is my assumption as of now, and let's see what happens in future. But I believe that those are the things where human interaction is very much important and cannot be replaced by AI. It is not AI, it is the BA who uses AI. As I have mentioned certain points here, why the BA being replaced is not the expert BA, it is the generic BA. So BA who can only write documents, AI writes documents faster, right? If the BA is there who is writing only documents, so that can be done by the AI tools, okay, very much faster. A BA with no domain specializations, so I would say that AI is there to do that work. AI who does not use AI will be outdated will be outcompeted on speed. AI is the domain expert who uses AI as a tool and provides the human judgment that makes the output safe. Here I have mentioned you are not competing with the AI, you are competing with BAs who use AI better than you, right? So now moving on, the protected BA profile builds this over the next 3 years. So I would say the BA AI cannot replace in banking and lending. If you have the deep domain specialization in a regulated industry, okay, I would say if a specialization in a regulated industry, if you have regulatory intelligence that is current and applied, okay, if you have an AI fluency that is, amplifies their domain expertise, if you have a stakeholder relationship capital built over years, commercial intelligence about what the business is trying to achieve, so I would say that this profile cannot be as assembled quickly. It requires years of deliberate domain building, which is exactly why it is protected BA. AI can replicate to a skill that can be learned in weeks. It cannot replicate expertise that took a decade to develop, right? So this profile is the protected profile of the BA. Now do this, stop doing this. I would say that these are the things which I have mentioned. So you have to do this, and you have to stop doing this. Okay, there are certain things which I have mentioned, so you do not have to do them, right? So I have mentioned in do this, like these are the most replaceable. Domain expertise is the most protected. Use AI tools every week. Build the habit now, and a BA who uses AI is 3x more productive. A BA who refuses to learn AI is choosing to be slower than their peers. Invest in your regulatory knowledge. Read RBI circulars and other circulars related to your domain. Build a stakeholder relationship that go beyond requirements. Be the BA be the BA whose judgment is trusted, and not just whose documentation is accepted. So these are the things which I have mentioned here. Okay, these are the things which I have mentioned here that you have to do, and you have to avoid doing these things. Okay, one question: will AI replace business analyst? Not the BA who builds the profile. AI cannot replicate. Okay, not the BA who builds the profile. AI cannot replicate. Okay, so if you build deep domain expertise in regulatory industry. If you develop regulatory intelligence that is current and contextual, if you use AI tools to multiply your productivity rather than avoid them, if you invest in the stakeholder relationship and commercial understanding that AI cannot simulate, then AI does not replace you. That is the guarantee one. So if you are the expert in these things, then AI is not going to replace you. It makes you faster, more productive, and more valuable than you have ever been. So the question is not whether AI replaces BA. The question is whether you build the profile that AI cannot replace you, right? And that's all about this chapter, and I would request you please subscribe this channel. The channel name is the FinTech BA. So here we are learning and we are discussing about the business analysis, lending domain, AI tools, career growths, loan management system, repayment schedules, and certifications. Okay, so these